Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today for Sketchbook Sunday, episode 38. I'm working in my moleskine sketchbook and I'm going to be sketching a nature forest piece with some trees. And the way I do this is I prime the sketchbook with gesso first so that the oil paint has something to bind to instead of the paper and it won't ruin the sketchbook. And I sand it a little bit usually, but not always. And then I also use Galkid as a medium, which will greatly decrease the drying time of the oil paint, so I'll be able to close my sketchbook in like a day or two, but best to wait 2 days. I've mentioned this in a lot of Sketchbook Sundays before, but I don't expect everybody to watch those and know, so I know I'm still going to get this question, so that is how I'm able to paint with oils in my sketchbook. Also, there is still a 20% off discount happening in my art store for the summer. You can get 20% off prints if you use the code OceanWave, and that will take 20% off for you. So today I wanted to talk about working a 9-to-5 because I now work a 9-to-5. And don't freak out, I'm still an artist. I'm not quitting art or giving up my art career. And nor did I go find employment somewhere. I basically adjusted my schedule to be a 9-to-5. And it sounds strange, but it's been working better for me lately. And I used to be one of those people, I mean, I still am one of those people, and I would always say, like, oh, I can't work a 9-to-5. Like, I would hate to be employed by someone that has my fate in their hands, and they can fire me at any point. I can be laid off at any point, you know what I mean? I have to go to this building, and someone's going to tell me what to do, and I'm building their dreams instead of my own, and I felt like I wouldn't have as much freedom in my life and my work and just generally if I worked a 9-to-5 job at like an office or something. And I don't want you to misunderstand. I have nothing against that. I'm not trying to shame anybody who has a 9-to-5 job or works at an office or has something in their career that's different from art. I believe it takes all sorts to make a world, and we need people to be doctors and police officers and firefighters, teachers. You know, it takes all sorts to make a world, and there's people who are simply amazing at that over everything else. And I think that's what, if you have something that you're really, really good at and have a passion for helping people in some way, then please pursue that, because we need passionate people in those kinds of careers. For me, I'm passionate about art, and I've always been that way. And as much as I've tried to convince myself that I need a sensible, reasonable, respectable career, following a path that was not mine has made me so depressed in the past. And I realized that the only way I'm going to be happy in my life is if I live passionately, just dive headfirst for my dreams and pursue them with all I've got. And I don't care if I fail. I'm just going to keep trying, and that'll be a life worth living for me. So what's this 9-to-5 deal that I'm talking about? Well, I used to think that I need my day to be open and free, and I can just pick what I choose, like pluck tasks from my brain and do them gradually. And that's how I used to work, is I would just have like a list of things that needs to get done, and I would just do them at my leisure. And I realized that wasn't really the most optimal thing for me, because it also led to procrastination. And so I would be like, okay, well, I'm done with this task, or I'm in the middle of this task, I'm going to take a break. And I would just, take a break for like an hour and go do something else or try to multitask. And my workday was always very sporadic and hectic, and it was like an entire waking day of me just, switching from task to task at random. There was no real structure or organization to it. And I found myself having, less free time, and I was always stressed out and just losing my mind, basically. But pretty recently, I decided to actually start, scheduling my daily tasks. And I wake up early in the morning, 7:30 to 8 o'clock. It's excruciating, but I do it, and then I have my breakfast, and then I'm at work at 9. I'm in the studio, and I start my first tasks, which usually involves shipping orders, because it's such it doesn't require like my creative mind to be working at full capacity and early in the morning. I'm just not 100%, like I'm still waking up. So doing something like shipping orders, which I really love doing, helps me get my day started with a task. But I realize that if I really try and focus on, sticking to a schedule with tasks and having it be like 30-minute to a couple hour blocks of time that I schedule, I found myself finishing things faster, having more free time, and just being all around less stressed out and having less work anxiety. And so, I don't know, I feel like my view on a 9 to 5 schedule has definitely changed because it has helped me in many ways. And once I'm done with my work day around 5 o'clock, sometimes I just let it extend beyond that and I'm still working in the evening. So I'm really not truly done at 5 o'clock. Like, I still work all day, but the work that I do after 5 isn't scheduled. It's something that I want to do. I'll usually still paint or I'll edit videos, and I continue working, but it's because I actually want to, not because I'm stressed out and I have to. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to share that little update with you guys. And sorry if I freaked you out by saying that I work a 9 to 5 now. In the title, it probably made it sound like I went off and got a job somewhere and I'm not focusing on art anymore, which is absolutely not the case. I'm in it for life and I'm not giving up art ever. So that's not going to happen. But who knows? Yeah, so that's just kind of what I wanted to share. The sketch that I did in my sketchbook isn't impressive or anything. It was just a fun little oil scribble I wanted to do. It was inspired by my trip to Oregon, which was so amazing, and I have a vlog that I might share with you guys. I haven't edited it fully, like I'm not done with it. I'm still working on that, but if you guys want to see that, let me know. It was a really fun trip. It was probably like my favorite vacation ever at this point. I got to see a full solar eclipse in 100% totality. It was incredible, like the coolest thing I've ever seen ever. So I don't know, if you guys want to hear about the trip, I'll make a video about it. Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see some actual oil paintings that I spent a lot of time on and are more impressive than what I just did in my sketchbook, please go watch my other videos because they're so much better than this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, for listening to my thoughts, listening to me ramble. I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.